Your mission, should you choose to accept, is to create the first slide of a 3-slide PowerPoint presentation. You will need to find a classmate who will take your picture using the classroom digital camera. You will also be responsible to take your classmate's picture. In order to be prepared for tomorrow's mission, you will need to select a picture or pictures from home for your second slide. Good luck. Before you get started taking pictures, let's talk a little bit about photography in general. What makes a good picture? And how can I make my pictures better? Let's take a look at this photo. What would you change? Well, I've noticed that there's a lot of clutter over here. You notice it over here on the side? A lot of clutter there. And I also notice there's someone sitting here. We can see them just inside the picture. But I'm not sure. But in photography, there is something called the rule of thirds. Let's take a look at that rule. In the rule of thirds, the width and the length are both divided into thirds. And there are some intersection points. Right here, 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 and here. Let's see. There we go. And where those points intersect is where you want your subject or focal point to be. So let's take a look at our picture, see how we stack up. Well, not too bad. But what if I were to enlarge my picture and maybe cut out some of this clutter over here and move the picture around just a little bit? What do you think? Let's try it. Whoa! Well, I now have my subjects in my focal points. And yes, it is a lot better picture. Let's take a look at another picture. Here's one that was taken in the classroom. What would you do to change this picture? Well, I'm noticing this first student here, way over on the right-hand side, who just was not quite ready for the camera. And I'm not certain how we line up here, so let's take a look. Oh my goodness. But maybe I see some students, this student's looking directly at the camera, and this student is. Maybe if I focus in on these two students, maybe I can come up with a nice picture. So let's blow it up a little bit and see what happens. I don't know. What do you think? A little better? These are just some helpful tips when you go to take your pictures, and it doesn't matter whether you're taking it vertically or horizontally. The same rule applies. So now let's take a look at the camera. This is the camera we're going to be using. Probably the most important button is the on and off button. And you'll be pressing here to turn your camera on. And once your camera is on, you'll notice the lens will come out. And you'll know that it's on. The next thing is the setting. I want to take a picture. So I'm going to look over here. Here's a little dial. See the little white line? That's what my setting is, and right now it's on auto. I've got the green auto over here, and that's where I want my camera set when I take a picture. So I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to not look at the display. The display will show me what's in front of my camera, but I want you to look through the viewfinder up here. It's a lot easier to see through the viewfinder and to align your picture. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to take a picture. I might want to zoom out or zoom in. Over here would get me a lot closer. This would take me a little further away. But once my picture is taken, it will be displayed in the window for a few seconds. So I'll be able to see exactly what my picture looks like. After I've taken several pictures, I may want to take a look at all my pictures. So I'm going to have to turn the dial so that this little blue arrow lines up with the white line. And once those are lined up, then I can go forward and back with these two buttons here and see all of my pictures. Let's take a look from a different angle. And now you can see the button that to take my pictures. I'm going to press this little button here and that will take my picture. Might have to hold it down for a couple of seconds and then if needed a flash will go off. And if you're taking pictures inside the classroom you probably will see a flash go off. Now I'm ready to take my pictures off of the camera and put them on the computer. So let's take a look. On the one side there's a little door, and if I press and I push to the left while I'm pressing on it, a little door will pop open. And when it's opened up, you'll see right down the bottom, see way down here at the very bottom, kind of like a little button. And if I push that in, it's going to eject my memory card. So let's go on. And then I can grab it and pull it out. Now we're going to be putting ours into a card reader. Many times cameras connect directly into the computer, but ours we use with a memory card reader. So we're going to put the card into the card reader, and then we're going to connect it into our computer. On the computer there are two USB ports. Here's one here, and then there's another one down here. It does not matter which port you connect into. They are both for USB. It makes no difference. So you're going to connect it into the computer, and once it's in, then your computer will start recognizing the card reader. My computer has recognized a removable disk, which is the card reader, and I'm going to ask it to open the folder to view the files. And I'm going to click on this file called DCIM. I'm going to double click it to open it. And down here on 156 Canon is where my pictures are stored. Now I need to find a picture I like. I think I'm going to go for this picture. And all I need to do to put it on my desktop is to click and hold and just drag that picture all the way to my desktop. And if there's another picture I want, so let's take a look. Oh, I think I like this one. And so I click and I drag it to the desktop. And then when I'm working in PowerPoint, I can just locate those pictures on my desktop. I've taken my pictures and they are on my desktop. I now want to insert them into my PowerPoint slide. I'm going to go up to Insert, and I'm going to insert a picture. So I'm going to click Picture, and on my desktop, and you may have to find the desktop, but I'm at the desktop right now. I'm going to click on Picture of Levine, and I'm going to say Insert. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty big picture, and it's crooked. So I'm going to grab the corner and resize it. I'm also going to rotate it since it's the wrong direction. So let's rotate it to the left 90 degrees. Now I can see a lot of the classroom there. I may want to crop it. And if I crop it, I'm going to grab a handle and bring it down a little bit here. Maybe bring the sides in just a little bit. And maybe bring it up just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to click it again. And I might want to make it a little bigger, so I'm going to grab a corner. And now I have a picture of Levine. You're also asked to give it a picture frame, and that'll be a nice quick way to do it. So I have inserted my picture. Your mission is to create your first slide. You will need to find a classmate who will take your picture using the classroom digital camera. You will also be responsible to take your classmate's picture. In order to be prepared for tomorrow's mission, you will need to select a picture or pictures from home for your second slide. Good luck!